I've seen a lot of talk about the Canelo Alvarez John Ryder fight, and people saying Canelo's cherry picking this, that, and it's just ridiculous. All the stuff in boxing. I've seen Oscar say it. I've seen Eddie Hearn defend it. Typical boxing promoter back and forth talk. First off, John Ryder is Canelo's mandatory, and Canelo's the undisputed super middleweight champion. So if he wants to keep the belt, he has to defend the title versus John Ryder. Secondly, John Ryder's top 5 at that weight, so I just don't see how he's cherry picking. And then on top of that, people are like, oh, why doesn't he fight Benavidez, Charlo, or Andrade? Who Andrade now moved back from Matchroom to PBC, I believe, because he has one more fight left with Matchroom. So it just doesn't make sense. Like, a lot of the stuff these guys say, it's just stupid. Like, obviously he's going to do a fight with Matchroom and he's going to do the fight with Ryder. It just makes good business sense. You could say he could have fought Bivol in this fight, and that, I guess you could say, he's taking an easier fight. But yeah, he wants to get his confidence back up. He hurt his hand versus Golovkin. He got surgery. Like, what's the big deal? I don't understand. And everyone talks about how Ryder's an easy touch. If John Ryder, was on Caleb Plant's resume, he'd be the best one on Caleb Plant's resume. He'd be the best one on David Benavidez's resume. And he'd be the best one on Demetrius Andrews' resume. And probably, maybe you could say Derevyanchenko, but on Charlo's resume, it's Ryder, maybe Derevyanchenko or Julian Williams. But in that mix as well. So I just think it's stupid. Canelo's got the most thorough resume at that division, or really in boxing in general, to be quite frank with you. And John Ryder is a legitimate opponent, and obviously Canelo's a big favorite in that fight, and I expect Canelo to win easily, but that's not a cherry pick. Like, John Ryder is a good fighter, and people just disrespect these UK fighters. John Ryder legitimately won his title shot. He beat Zach Parker to get the shot versus Canelo. I know he had the Danny Jacobs fight, which I thought was a little bit of a robbery because I thought Danny Jacobs really won that, but it was in the UK. But the point is, John Ryder is a legit fighter. And to be honest with you, I thought John Ryder beat Callum Smith. So, and that next fight, Callum Smith fought Canelo. So what if he would have gotten that decision, which he should have gotten, then he would have fought Canelo next, probably. Or I guess they would have done a John Ryder, Callum Smith little rematch action. But the point is, John Ryder's a legit fighter, and this is not a cherry-picking fight. Canelo's fought great opposition time and time again. And, people just want to nitpick at a guy when he's, on top. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.